Okay, for this assignment, what I want you to do is to find a room, find a place that you're going to be working in, and it can be a room of your house, it can be a building. I really want you to focus on drawing what you see and figuring out how to reduce objects in real life into something in perspective. So this is kind of a continuation of what we did with the trucks, but we're going to be doing it with larger objects in a space. So when you do this, it's best if you're looking into a corner. I kind of explained why in class, but I do want you to be looking into a corner. So if I put my corner in the middle of my page here, if my corner is in the middle of my page, let's switch to a pencil. Then what that does is if I have my vanishing point here and I have another vanishing point over here, I'm finding this line, this line, this line, and this line. Obviously use more straighter lines, and those will continue out. I kind of showed this in class. Oops. Alright. So once I have this gives me my corner of the room, and so from there, that's when I want to start really looking at what I see in this room. Sometimes you might have an object that is not square with the wall. So if I have a piece of furniture that's right here, it's kind of in this space here. If I have an object like that, makes sense. It's not a big deal. If I get an object that goes across here, that sometimes you'll have an object that comes straight down. That sometimes you have like a TV in the corner that isn't in line with the wall. It's going to have its own vanishing point. So its vanishing point is going to be about here. It's weird, but that object, since it's in the corner, since it's not in line with the walls, it might have its own set of vanishing points. So anytime something is rotated, it might have different vanishing points than the rest of the things in the room. But other than that, everything will have the same vanishing points. So you're going to be looking at a space in a room that you are in and trying to recreate it. So it might have a door. If you have a door, again, it is going to follow this line. Now the thickness of the door is going to come back towards here and up here. That would be my thickness of my doorway in there. Maybe this room back here goes back. I don't know. So just pay attention to what it is that you're seeing and try to see if you can recreate a space. And this is one that might be fun to go ahead and add value to once you get all of your objects kind of blocked in and see what you can make out of it. All right. So you should have enough knowledge, you should have enough experience at this point to be able to create a room and to be able to make it a cohesive space and to reduce the objects in the room to two simple forms like a cube and then cut them away to try to recreate them. So I do want to point out, if I have my corner of the room over here instead of in the middle, even with my vanishing points like this, that will change how this looks. So if I do this and have my vanishing point still on this edge of the paper, that's when I run into a problem, because I don't have much floor space here. Most of what I have here is a big giant wall. So if I'm going to do this, if I want to have the corner off to one side, my vanishing points, then I'll have one vanishing point that's in here somewhere. Well, I don't want my vanishing point to be too far in. I'll have it in here. And then, so that'll go off this way. And it'll be helpful if I pretend my other vanishing point is way over there. No, that's not how I want to do it. If I have it too far over to the side, I really need to have one of my vanishing points in the page here. And if I do that, then the other vanishing point will be way over there, which will make this go like this. Now, I will run into problems if I draw a room this way. The number one problem I will run into is objects that are drawn out here are going to look strange. You see how it doesn't look right. It looks very weird. And there's a reason for that. So the reason is going to be that if it crosses this vanishing point, then these lines have to curve and start to come up. Something like this. And then this is going to another vanishing point. These lines here are going to a vanishing point over there. With this, I can make an object out here that does make sense. But it's going to be going to a vanishing point over here. And that makes more sense in this room. So, and that's why having one vanishing point on the page and the other one off the page, it's going to be really confusing, and I would try to keep your vanishing points on the edges of your page, which is going to keep the corner in the middle. If I don't have it cross, objects that cross this vanishing point, they cross past over here and over there, then I won't run into that problem, and that's ideal. So I want you to take a corner of your room. It works best if you look straight into the corner and try to draw it. Draw the furniture, draw the things that are on the furniture, add value if you're feeling ambitious. I would love to see value added in these drawings, and which is the shadows, the highlights, light and dark, and see how it goes. Go from there. And I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Good luck.